leaving? Are we leaving that guy there? All right, fuck it.
If we want to keep talking about dumb forum threads, we could do that.
Yeah,
Sure. Just load NeoGAF. Click any random one.
Yeah, you might have seen this from NeoGAF shitposts today.
Oh, is this the Nintendo dude? The dude who's freaking out about Nintendo?
Oh, that guy was crazy. I was actually
Black
gonna.
Knight, this guy was freaking out about Nintendo.
Whoa. I was barely on NeoGAF today. I missed out on a lot, it seems.
I don't know if I want to go into huge detail about that guy, but suffice it to say, I do not agree with him about Metroid Prime.
He said that Metroid Prime should never have been created, and he said that Miyamoto and Iwata have a conspiracy theory to, like, degrade the name of, like, Nintendo's greatest creator ever.
Wow. Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, their hatred of Yokoi.
Right,
caused them
and also that it's also well known that they despised, that they detested Rare, because Donkey Kong Country was popular, even though it was dog shit.
Wow. So the guy acknowledges that Donkey Kong Country was dog shit, which I don't agree with?
He's not wrong.
Wow. I don't know about all that.
Maybe me and this guy are on more pages than I thought together, on different same.
How do you feel about Gunpei Yokoi?
Gunpei Yokoi.
Virtual Boy, underrated system.
Is that what this guy said also?
No, that's what I say.
Oh, God, I wish. I actually
It's an amazing game. Wario
actually just
fantastic.
In preparation for this Mario thing, I actually just on Friday or something, I listened to the audiobook for Super Mario.
Oh yeah. You listened to the whole thing in one day?
Or 2 days. It's 8 hours.
Okay.
It's not a long book.
That's a good book though.
Yeah, it is pretty good. It's like a history of Nintendo. It's like a combination history of Nintendo and then also more specifically history of Mario.
Yeah.
Which was perfect for my needs. That is exactly what I needed. So there was a bunch of stuff about Yokoi, but I didn't remember. But what I did think was funny was they were talking about the Virtual Boy, and about how it was all red because red LEDs were the cheapest, and it's saying like Yokoi really wanted to wait until the rest of the colors of LEDs would become affordable, and I thought it was going to be like that would have taken 5 years, or like it would have been the next year.
Oh,
like
geez.
they just couldn't wait for the Virtual Boy.
Oh goodness.
Are you planning to play Virtual Boy stuff? How are you going to do that?
If there's a Virtual Boy emulator, sure.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't know
otherwise,
how that would work.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It must exist though.
You would imagine at this point that it would.
How could it not?
But could it really replicate the Virtual Boy?
But also, you would imagine that there would be a Super Nintendo emulator that I could get to run at a solid 60 frames per second in Super Mario World with this brand new, like, $1,000 computer I just built. You would think that too.
Super Mario World is frame locked at 30 frames per second.
No, it's not.
They're thinking that they're going to be able to get the PC version to 60 frames.
Thank you.
But you're going to have to wait until that one comes out.
Oh, right. Have to wait for a patch, right? Fucking modern games with their patching bullshit. Back in the day, games came out done, am I right?
Yes. I feel like there's another... Oh, yeah, the other NeoGAF thing, the other awesome forum thing I saw on NeoGAF today was dude who made up the leaked review score for Dead Space 3.
7.5?
Yeah. He was like, oh, the Game Informer review leaked. It's a 7.5. Dead Space 3 sucks.
Oh, sorry. Just beat Super Mario Brothers, by the way. But that is a great... That's a great score to pick, because if you did, like, it's 2.5, like, no one would believe you, but, like, 7.5, NeoGAF is in flames.
Yeah, and it's just like, man, people really want Dead Space 3 to be bad. Like, I don't... It's the same way it was with DMC. I don't get it. I don't understand people who really want a game to be terrible.
I sure don't want it to be terrible. I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't love it.
Sure, but I just don't understand the I understand being concerned about it, just not the actively wanting it to fail and be bad.
I mean, isn't NeoGAF like the home of unnecessarily wanting things to be bad?
Sometimes.
Maybe. I feel like, first of all, I think my opinion of NeoGAF is skewed because most of what I see comes through the NeoGAF shitpost Twitter.
Which is pretty good Twitter, by the way, if you're not following that, people.
I also did see, these are two forums threads I saw. One today I saw them. One was on Giant Bomb, one was on NeoGAF. Both because the next gen furor is on. The one on NeoGAF was, is Wii U the first console of the next generation or the last console of the current generation? And so we got lots of great opinions there about people trying to define generations, and people were like producing these matrices of like all the consoles in their generations and what years they came out with. So like are generations by years, because according to this, like the generation ended, the last console came out a year before the first console the next year. So and then what about graphical power? How do handhelds fit into all this? Like, so what, like DS is in the last gen because when it came out, what?
This all sounds like a waste of damn time.
I looked in the thread and I basically melted like the Nazis in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
No, NeoGAF on the verge of a new generation is always the best NeoGAF.
Yeah.
It really, truly is. Like, that is the way that NeoGAF needs to be.
It's like over the last 6 months, I have you have been able. If you look at the threads in NeoGAF over the last 6 months, you can see them getting crazier.
Yeah, and it is just
crazier.
beginning. Like February 20th, like that's going to be a huge peak in the NeoGAF next generation trajectory, but it's only going to get crazier from there. Like, that's going to be the real launching point of the crazy.
Yeah, it's great. And what I loved was seeing all of these people that were like bringing back up all these weird controversies and dumb things that were going down like right before the PS3 launched, like remembering things that like Sony executives said months before the PS3 launch in 2006. And I was like, God, I love that these nutcases remember all this stuff. Oh, it's so good. But the one I saw in Giant Bomb was a little bit more fun in its insanity, which was, what if the next console generation went backwards?
Whoa!
And he said, imagine if on February 20th, which is when Sony is holding their press conference that everyone assumes they're going to announce the PS4, what if instead they came out with a past system like the Super Nintendo or the PlayStation? Which one would you want it to be so that you could relive that system's life?
What?
Wow.
What does that even mean?
That's amazing. I never thought about that.
I don't understand what that means.
PS1 again.
That's all I could think of to respond with that was just like I didn't, but if I did, it would just have to be the sudden clarity Clarence meme image.
Ugh.
You guys know that?
I don't.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just a guy who's like in the middle of a club or something, but he just looks like his mind has been utterly blown.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I just don't even understand like what that means.
It was just like the most insane roundabout way of saying like, what was your favorite console and what do you wish you could relive?
You know what? You can relive all of those.
How, Phil?
By
going on the PSN and paying $4.99 to download a new copy of Tomb Raider 3. Starring Lara
Paying like
Croft.
$4.99 for Kirby's Adventure on the goddamn eStore. What a ripoff.
Don't even get me started.
The Calcutech in the chat says, "I'm pretty sure I read that Philip K. Dick story."
I think it was called Yesterday Circuits.
Yeah, sounds right.
I don't know. I'm getting slightly excited for next gen, but I still.
Is the crust being cracked? Is the Grinch's heart starting to grow sizes?
We'll see. I'm waiting for Street Fighter V to get announced, really. That's all that the next generation consoles mean, is that soon I will get another Street Fighter game.
Hasn't Capcom at least said that they are working on a Street Fighter V?
No. They've come close to hinting they are working on another patch for Street Fighter 4, though.
Oh, great.
I will let you in on a secret. Capcom is working on a Street Fighter V.
That's obvious, yes.
Spoilers.
Spoilers, it's coming out eventually.
Capcom's gonna keep making fighting games.
Are you sure? Because I don't know. Right about now, I feel like I could go for dropping $40 on a Super Street Fighter 4 Turbo.
Also that's also coming.
We're way past Turbo, all right? We already are on one of the longest names in Street Fighter history right now.
Arcade Edition.
Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition version 2012.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're all the way up there. I think we could go, at least hyper Super Street Fighter.
Listen, until it gets near Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner 2 Raidu Kusunoha versus the Soulless Army.
That's also a game that I should stream.
That's a great game.
I think that's Devil Summoner 1, but anyway.
I still have the pre-order bonus from that game, which was a Jack Frost with the Raido Kunohunza hat or whatever. However you say that name. Raido, whatever. He had that hat on. It was so cool.
Guys, I got plus 25 health. I have more health now.
Great.
So
worth it.
I won't die as quickly.
Wait, so is this not a story mission, or?
No, it was a story. You get stat upgrades from story missions too.
Okay.
Wow.
Because that's the power of gun.
Who's gonna say this game is like Game Water now? Huh?
Not me. We still haven't talked about how the bad guy in this is named Magruder.
Whatever.
Yeah, I can't even.
Dylan, I think you can, and I think all it takes is that you need to drink a little more.
PC Gaming Master Race sucks.
That term PC Gaming Master Race is ridiculous.
I hate it so much.
That being said...
Listen, PCs are fine, but you don't get the fun of new generations.
Yeah,
you just get the fun of deciding if you want to pay $500 for the top-of-the-line graphics card or wait till next year.
Yeah, the answer's always no, and you just pay $200.
It's way less fun.
I disagree. As somebody who just got a new gaming PC, I disagree.
I did too.
The gaming PC is a blast. The upgrading PC gets slightly more.
No, I agree with that. Guys, I'm sticking to story missions for you.
Great.
For your sake, because I love you.
Thank you so much.
Like, only peripherally paying attention to this game now. I'm kind of like watching it and just let it wash over me.
Peripherally.
I've been told, I've read a lot of reviews of Gun, and that everyone says that's the best way to experience is to just let it wash over you.
Best when mostly ignored.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Peripherally would be generous for what I've been paying this.
You're playing Mario.
No, I beat it.
I'm at least watching the game.
Also,
I suppose.
Look up these Digimon threads. I want to talk about those some more.
All right, hold on.
Let's talk about every Digimon has
I'm just going to type Digimon. I'm going to say, I am a Digimon.
Great.
I'm just Googling that.
I
don't know that's gonna take that kind of audio. Just clip that audio out, Phil, and make a highlight out of that.
I am a Digimon. That's my new. That's my new text notification.
Oh, these are all just quizzes.
Which one are you?
I want to find out which Digimon you are.
Wait, let me go to global, because right now it's giving me a lot of Digimon World guides, and I think that's just because we've been using those.
Hey, Clay, just in time. Cole, can you give me a hand with these powder?
Ooh. Oh my god.
What's going on?
This is great. This is a Yahoo Singapore Yahoo Answers from Sarah, who asks, Digimon has made my child rebel against me?
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm a dedicated Christian, and judging by what I've sseen on television, Digimon is a game full of violence, slavery, and abuse. Forcing creatures to fight for their own entertainment is appalling. By the way, that's not what Digimon's about. That's Pokemon. You're already getting Digimon wrong. I already don't like
What's
this.
the difference in Digimon?
Digimon,
I'm not familiar.
Saving the world, man. Digital
like,
world.
Digimon is more of a traditional adventure. Like, there are heroes and villains, and they try to stop the villains.
But by making these guys fight.
The villain.
No, they don't make them fight. They fight for their lives.
Okay.
They fight so they don't get killed.
They're being
Digimon is real.
Yeah,
Pokemon is a fucking kids game, man. Okay, sorry. Forcing creatures to fight for their own entertainment is appalling, and I cannot believe it's rated for children. I can also not believe it was going on since 90s/aughts, causing evil to spread. Yesterday, my son asked what I was fearing. He asked for a Digimon-related merchandise, be it a video game or even DVDs/VCDs.
Whoa, VCDs, that Yahoo Singapore.
I was shocked because I knew my sister let her children watch that dreadful series, and my sister is dim and does not follow in God's footsteps.
Wow, we're going into a whole other territory. This is a long question.
That's the
Dump
best.
on your sister in public on the internet. I told him and immediately sent him to his room. I then phoned my pastor, and he recommended steering my son away from that awful series. My son is 13 years old and has... Wait, sorry. My son is 13 years old, and he has become very cold with me ever since I said no. He called me insane, which is a reflect of what the series can do to a child.
I can't believe that he called me insane.
Why? Why would anyone call me insane for... I will not allow any kinds of things in my house that are in any way offending God. By the way, yet to ask a question.
Yeah, I was about to say, what is the question here?
I will not allow any kind of things in my house that are in any way offending God. I threw away all my son's Harry Potter and Twilight books and forbidden him from watching the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I am a good mother, and any parent... I am a good mother, and any parent who lets their kids watch Digimon will grown up with a power-obsessed, violent child worshipping Satan. Evolution is also in the game, which is against God's words. Also not true. Digimon features no evolution. It features Digivolution. Totally different.
Totally different thing.
It's like upgrading to a new console generation.
Exactly. Which is against God's words. It is disgraceful and should be banned. My son has insulted me ever since this has happened. He told me his friends watch Digimon, so I have told him he is not allowed near them again.
Whoa.
It's causing a drift between our family.
I wonder why.
I have told my son various times that he will go to hell if he watches Digimon, but the message is not sinking in.
Why would he call me insane?
I fear Satan is taking him from me. I know that this has been asked about Pokemon. Don't recommend a lesser evil. Additional details, he reads Twilight as he is into vampires, werewolves, and other associated groups. There is not a single question mark.
That's the whole thing?
What's the question?
The only question is in the title. Digimon has made my child rebel against me? Like,
There's a question mark in there?
Has Yahoo Answers gone so crazy that it's now just a message board and they use, like, the guides of questions to just post things? Oh, man.
Also, I kind of want to post that on NeoGAF as a new topic.
Yeah. Start a Yahoo Answers shit question Twitter. Here's the best answer.
That is my brother, and me, I think.
I know, you're right. I'm submitting this. Best answer chosen by voters. There's 2 votes, 50%. One person liked this, one person didn't.
Uh-oh. Divided.
By the way,
I like Calcudec in the chat room says it's not Satan Mom, it's Satan Mon.
It's Devimon. That's one of the real villains in Digimon.
Great, perfect.
So they're fighting the devil. One of the hero Digimon is Anjamon. And Anjawumon. Come on, you guys. Best answer chosen by voters. I'm not sure. Oh, boo. This person is questioning trolls. I can already tell this is not going to be someone who's agreeing. They're just having fun.
Yeah, I don't
Let's see. I'm not sure if you're trolling or being serious, as I've seen other questions like this. Anyway, I doubt Digimon is the cause of your child's rebellious behavior. Not only are your actions a bit over the top, but be aware that almost every child reaches the rebellious stage and they're blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It may have happened sooner due to your poor parenting. Yeah.
Wow.
Seriously, don't blame a show for your inability to raise a child properly.
Wow. Yikes.
This person is bringing the heat.
The internet is consistently hyperbolic in every direction possible.
I don't know. That does not... Come on. This person is clearly displaying an inability to raise a child properly. I don't think that's hyperbolic.
Yeah, I mean, lack of Digimon.
Your friends watch Digimon so you can never see your friends again.
That sounds fair, though. I mean, if you already think that Digimon is from the devil, I mean, it all makes sense, really.
The Calcutext says it's Anjumon and Anjawumon, not Anjumon and Anjumon.
Oh, jeez.
As God intended.
Besides that, everyone I know, myself included, who watched Digimon hardly ever rebelled against their parents. It inspired a few of us. Digimon is about violence, slavery, and abuse. Sorry?
They said hardly ever. That means that someone did.
Well, this person, in their right, is speaking for all Digimon watchers. That's fair.
Muddy 900 says, and the meek shall inherit the world, ... wide web.
Let's see here. It even inspired a few of us. Digimon isn't about violence, slavery, and abuse. But if you want violence, slavery, and abuse, I'm sure you can find it if you search the TV long enough. Yes, there are some TV programs like that, but Digimon is not one of them. It's a kid show about friendship, overcoming hardship, and courage. How is that bad? This person knows what they're talking about.
I tell people
is that why you like Digimon a lot? Because of the friendship and courage?
Yeah, it's about friendship. It's about friendship, courage, love, knowledge, reliability, kindness, and hope.
And it has that Digimon
and light. And light.
Half tank, which is pretty.
Wait, what did you say, Dylan?
It has a Digimon that's like half dinosaur, half tank.
Okay, Dylan sold me on it.
Bleeding Heart says, sincerely, Jeffrey Mon.
Wow.
This is from Tiffany. This is a good... Digimon crosses genders, people.
Everyone.
The ladies love Digimon. You ever seen Pokemon? He's adorable.
Would you be shocked and upset if I said I have never seen him?
Shaken to my core.
Hooray. You got a train robbery.
There are a lot of people on that train that you just killed, all of them.
Money 900 says, I think people are ragging on Sarah for no reason.
Right? No kidding, man. She's just trying to raise a kid to respect, whatever.
If you guys are interested, there's more, and it seems like it gets a little crazier.
Yeah, of course.
Ooh, crazy.
Even so, it's strictly fiction. I don't understand how fiction is bad for a child. Also, what's the deal with throwing out his Harry Potter and Twilight books?
Oof.
Okay, you must really be trolling now. Going back to the trolling thing, huh? As far as I know, no boy loves Twilight. That's true. Strictly no boy has ever loved Twilight. That is never ever happened.
I believe that is scientific fact.
Yeah. I think it's...
Sorry, Muddy 900 says, we at Team Sarah think if a parent wants to not show their children something, they should be allowed to do it.
I agree.
For life.
Dylan, you have your Team Sarah shirt on right now?
I do, actually. I just got it made. It has a Digimon on it with a big X through it.
Nice.
Oh, also,
wow.
on the back it says, no friends.
As far as I know, no boy loves Twilight. If anything, they dread and loathe it the most out of any book series. Ahem. Still, assuming he does, why throw them out? Be glad he's reading anything at all, especially something that long. I'm a bit older than him, but my parents would be glad if I ever even tried to read something as long as I dread reading anything.
That guy seems trustworthy. I believe them.
I can't read, but you should.
You're a really possessive and overprotective parent. You know that? I once had a friend who had parents.
No, are you saying this, or is this a person in that you were reading?
This is all still Tiffany. This is all still the same person.
Oh, Tiffany's going off.
Yeah, I once had a friend who had parents the exact same way. Want to know what happened to him? As soon as he turned 18, he got tattoos, drank, smoked, and everything else, quote, vulgar you can think of. He's a pretty sad case now, and I hardly ever talk to him. No matter what I say, he doesn't care. Although I admit, I wouldn't listen to anyone younger than me either, even if they were once a friend. What?
What?
Although I wouldn't listen to anyone younger. Oh, I guess they're saying that this bad friend is older than them, so they understand why he wouldn't listen to them because he's older.
I don't know. It seems like everyone's going way in depth on Yahoo Answers now. I really don't like
My
this.
point being, do you want your son to become a sad mess later in his life due to poor parenting? If yes, you have some issues. If no, then start treating him right. Now, I don't mean to spoil him, but keep him in the chain. What? Don't. What? Oh, sorry. I don't mean to spoil him, but don't keep him on the chain any longer.
I thought it said keep him in chains for a second. I was like, whoa, whoa.
You talked about Digimon being slavery, but you do not realize that you're basically doing the same thing to him?
Wow.
Boom.
Take that, Sarah. What's up? I'm off the team.
Right in the kidneys, that one.
Team Tiffany, what's up?
If you want to take him... Wait. If you wait to take him off until you think he's a responsible person, he'll be much more rebellious to you than he is now. Pardon me for making this so long. I intended this to be short and to the point, but I suppose I just couldn't stop until I felt I got the point across. Thank Tiffany.
Tiffany, the illiterate Yahoo Answers user.
So Kyle, we've discussed, your cousin and I discussed on the Far Cry 3 stream how you're super religious.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm super religious.
So what's your feelings on all of this? As somebody who's both super religious and a lover of Digimon.
Well, like I said, Digimon about fighting the devil. The angel characters clearly, not only is God great, but he's clearly in favor of Digimon. You know,
That's not a single angel
legit to
Pokemon.
me.
I actually hung up an Agumon poster in my local parish. It's been there for years.
I hope that's true.
I actually convinced most of the members there to amend the word digi before like most things. So now we take like digi communion.
Sure.
Oh, wow.
I think they all sing digi hymns.
Sure.
Was it Bible Black? Because wait. I don't really know where it's connecting to, but someone just mentioned Bible Black, and that's fun.
I still want you to look up the Digimon thing on Something Awful.
I mean, I have more responses here.
Okay, keep going.
I got this one's from Carly.
Carly, I want to know what Carly has to say.
Carly says, "Are you serious? Capital R, capital U. Serious?
Whoa. How many question marks?
Question mark.
Wait. Cabinet wants to know, do you guys believe in Digi-intelligent design?
No, of course not. It's intelligent digi-design.
Don't be crazy.
Yeah. Me Pones You says, okay, so what's the question?
No, I like that guy.
Yeah.
Find Kivera, an ancient city of gold.
Benny Boy says, you've got serious problems if you don't let him watch Digimon. Oh, sorry. Digimon. Digimon.
Digimon.
Digimon. Are you not able to separate fiction from fact? No question mark there. Are you not able to separate fiction from fact? You're not going to hell for watching Digimon. The reason he has gone cold towards you is because you are insane.
Whoa. So clearly that person's under the evil effects of Digimon also.
He then quotes the mother, "I am a good mother, and any parent who lets their kid watch Digimon will grow up with a power-obsessed, violent child worshipping Satan." And he responds to that with, "What a load of baloney!" Watching some stupid animals protect their masters isn't going to make them power-obsessed, and it isn't going to make them violent, and sure as hell isn't going to make them worship Satan. Yeah, Satan isn't taking your son from you, just your superstitious, paranoid god bother.
Wait, what is going on in the game right now?
There's some messed up stuff happening.
Just shot like 2 guys, cut off someone's head for some Illuminati artifact.
That priest took one to the face.
I guess we're trying to like.
Things are popping off.
I guess we're trying to like find a lost city of gold, and that's what their villain is after too. And he's crazy. I don't know.
Sorry, it seemed like that Native American woman was on Team Tiffany. Got that priest right in the face.
Yep.
Oh, I see. This seems to be some sort of past story.
No, kid, I don't. Except that Ned was full of surprise.
Yeah, I think we've probably found what little funny there was in there somewhere.
So, search Digimon and something awful.
Man, there are even longer ones here. And my eyes go straight to this. Evolution is not in the TV show. The closest thing is the word Digi. Wait, Digi-evolution.
No. This guy he didn't even watch the show. Come on.
Digivolution, in which the Digimon are transformed into other Digimon. But in the 4th series, in which new characters are introduced, they are informed of the creation of the digital world, which was quite similar to the biblical story of creation involving a godlike character called Cherubimon.
So intelligent design and Digivolution all work together.
Yeah, I mean, technically in a lot of the different Digimon fiction, the Digimon world was created by computer programmers, so, I mean, that's intelligent design right there.